This is Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Deluxe Class Lazerback. The figure is part of the first wave of the Deluxe Class figures for the Beast Hunters toy line. Have a quick look at the packaging. Still no artwork from the show. They're probably keeping it as a surprise. Not even sure if this character will actually appear on the show. He is the Rogue Predacon, or the Rebel Predacon, and his instruction booklet comes with Chapter 3 of the Tales of the Beast Hunters, and talks about his toxic strike blaster. From the name itself, you already know what it's going to do. You want to read it? Just pause the video, and here's a little bit of the bio of the character. And he says he doesn't recognize any master. He just wants to see Autobots burn. He wants chaos. He just wants chaos and destruction. Refuses to serve anybody. He's really the rebel amongst the Predacons. And now I sort of get why the bio on the back of the packaging, chaotic Predacon rebel whose only goal is to scour Earth clean of the Autobots. It's so limited because they've actually put the bio in the instruction sheets, which is, well, you're not going to attract new fans that way. I mean, if you have no idea who this character is, from that one sentence, it's not that appealing, unless you absolutely love this character. Anyway, I've made it clear, I think in some of my videos, I'm not a big fan, or some of my mail messages, I'm not a big fan of the Beast Transformers, especially the Beast Wars, Beast Machines, Transmetals, whatever. Just not big on these on robots transforming into animals. I actually eventually sold all my Beast Wars toys at ridiculously cheap prices. Anyway, so now Hasbro comes up with these Beast Hunters, the Predacons, a group of ancient Decepticons that Megatron decides to employ to hunt down the Autobots. And I've been very skeptical about these particular characters, especially the toy line. But so far, except for Soundwave, this is the third one I've reviewed for the deluxe class. It's okay. Overall, this toy is not at all that bad. The alt mode, the dragon mode, is pretty good. The robot mode, well, it's good enough. It's as good as it gets, this way. But despite being a beast former, it has its positives and negatives, but overall, it's not that bad. So anyway, here he is. Interestingly enough, he's a little bit squat because of the way his legs are done. He comes with two accessories: his toxic strike blaster, and spring-loaded missile. Yep, like that. And you can actually mount this one right here on top of on the back. There's a place for you to peg the gun in, and the tail actually comes off as a whip, which again, I'm not a big fan of this one. The parts of the alt mode becoming weapons, I'm not a big fan of that. But anyway, that's expected for Beast Transformers. So interestingly enough, put that there and store it here if you want to. It's made of this rubbery plastic, so it's not going to hurt anybody, same as the spikes on the gun. And this gun can like swivel like that, like War Machine's cannon. Everything else is hard plastic. Paint apps, decent enough. There's some quality issues, some of the purple bleeding onto the gold. This yellow paint apps here, which you will see in packaging, sometimes it overlaps on the red. And the purple that they used for the head of the dragon, of the beast, sometimes a little bit done too much. But other than that, paint apps are okay. Articulation has got a ball jointed neck, no waist or torso articulation. It's got a ball jointed shoulder, hinge elbow, swivel wrist, and a little bit of a hinge because of transformation. Ball jointed hip, knee swivel, I suppose, and hinge. So swivel and hinge knees, and there's an extra hinge right here because of transformation, as well as this one. It's got a ball jointed ankle, so decent enough articulation for this figure. I mean, overall, it's not bad. I give it a C plus, not a C plus, B minus at least for this figure. I mean, it's not poor. Alt mode, on the other hand, is a different story, and I thought that's probably the best mode for this figure, which we'll get to right now. So to transform him, yeah, I suppose you could keep it. Yeah, let's take it off for now, just so you can see it. The legs they just pop like that, and that's easy. I mean, obviously it's a beast transformer. You're just gonna have the limbs are just gonna be the legs of the beast. So you split it open like that, put the tail in between like that, get the weapon. Sorry, we didn't have to actually remove it. Put the tip of the missile through there. Pull this one up, and the weapon sits nicely there at the back, and it forms the spines on the back, as well as the continuity for the reptile's rear end. Now wait, before we do that, you want to go ahead and open this part. Go ahead and fold out these soft rubbery plastic spikes. Go ahead and pop off the head, and the head sort of just like snaps in right there. And yep. And then it rests like that. You can open the mouth if you want. If you want to, go ahead and close the chest cavity, which remains hollow. Transform the arms, which will become the front legs. And he's actually pretty cool. Let me just finish the transformation by tucking in the hind feet. And there is Lazerback in his beast mode. There's several ways you can do this, but officially, let me see. There's no official channel. Well, there is, but you don't have to follow it. You can just do whatever you want to do. That. And there he is. He's sort of like in a hunched position, like ready to pounce. And this beast mode is really nice. I mean, look at this guy. Everything's incorporated. All the weapons get stored as parts of the actual dragon or Predacon. And look at him. It's kind of creepy at certain points. I mean, if you want a more dynamic color to this mode, you might want to wait for the Takara, excuse me, for the Takara version, which is coming out later this year. So pretty cool. I actually like this, and I'm not super disappointed with the actual toys, except Soundwave, as I said. And it's fine. I've grown a new affinity for these beast transformers, and if this guy appears on the show, that'd really be great. Look at him. It's incredible. You know, he's menacing for a small guy. Bubble is pretty big though, because he's packaged in beast mode. So overall, yeah, I would recommend this toy if you're a big fan of the Beast Transformers and the Beast Hunters toy line. And as a toy itself, it's not bad picking up, but do not pay more than retail price for this one. If you get it on clearance, but much better. So there you go, folks. It's an interesting way to reboot or sort of reintroduce the Beast Wars type of toys into the market for collectors old and new. And I'm happy that Hasbro did such a good enough job on this one. They weren't lazy on this one. So there you go. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please click the thumbs up icon at the bottom. Follow me on Twitter, Keek, Instagram, and check out my videos on FX France and Chefatron, as well as on Tech Sushi. This has been Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Deluxe Class Lazerback. Thanks for watching.